Oh shoot! Ain't no. Okay, I'm doing it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash.
What?
Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Okay, let's go.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options.
What is good, peeps? Playing Madden 49ers. They play today. Hopefully they win. Hey, look, it's Patrick Mahomes. Let's go!
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
Let's
This is preseason football on EA.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called
let's go.
Silicon Valley.
Let's
at
go!
Levi Stadium in Santa Clara.
49ers.
Tonight, it's a preseason
Nope,
matchup
nope,
between the
nope,
Dallas
nope, nope,
Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%.
Kittle. I'm going to watch for Kittle.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now
George
Garoppolo.
Kittle. Oh, shoot.
An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. He'll kick. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
Let's go. Oh, come on. How'd you not catch that?
A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
How did he not catch that?
It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Hold on. What are my settings like?
What a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone,
they're gonna field goal,
but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And
Let's
that's
go!
inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 91 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Yeah, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go. Get the turnover. Come on, let's go! Let's go!
Lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss
Let's
of a yard
go!
there.
Let's
And now
go!
second down.
Woo!
Plays like
Woo!
we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out.
What's
Because if you
53?
control
What's
the line of
53?
scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's go! Yep,
On
that's what I
third
thought.
down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Ah. Now that part I didn't understand.
56 right there, 56. There we go.
Get this pick.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he
Whoops.
takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. On second down now.
We were expecting that.
3 yards
Let's
is
go.
half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Trying to get one more in here before the quarter ends.
Fourth.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
True.
time.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And an alley to run.
Oh, let's go.
Nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown. 49ers.
Let's go.
Jarek McKinnon, 73 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front?
Look
Offensive
how
line,
far he
out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Let's go. Nah, I'm just gonna.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's 15-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. I can barely hear myself through some like noise canceling. I'm gonna. Yeah, sure.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let's go. They're going to kneel it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Woo! He broke his arm. Oh my gosh. He broke his arm. Yeah. They're gonna run. They're gonna run. They're gonna run. They're gonna run. Run, 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 run. Run play. Check that out.
This is
Whoa!
Alfred Morris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there
Ooh,
for
pass,
first.
pass,
No
pass.
gain, as a matter of
Ready
fact.
for both.
And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Nope,
Throwing
running
here,
it.
Rush.
I was so confused.
He's going
Oh,
deep
shit.
for Brown.
What?
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's
My
going to bring
guy
up
was like
4th down.
nowhere.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Go. Oh, yeah, let's go.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jarek McKinnon making his way back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first.
Jordan Matthews all by himself. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Matthews, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
Yeah,
He will push his way down to about the 14.
I don't really
and
care.
He is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. I call this desperation time,
they like
especially
to
in the
run,
second
so
quarter.
I'm going to go straight blitz.
I know, but Don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3
That
scores
running back
already.
is
You've
gonna
done
run.
nothing
Watch.
offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
Boom.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Rush. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion,
36,
but still
I got 36.
For that game-changing play, you feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense
Let's go!
right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On the return, it's James. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners
okay, this
well.
is what they really want me to do.
On the short side of the field.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh,
and
wow.
This one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Side zone.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon.
Oh!
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to throw. It's into the hands of Matthews for the 49er touchdown. Jordan Matthews, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on an extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
They're going to kneel.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go
Let's
again.
go.
Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Rush. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. James now to return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from work, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because
now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go draw play to McKinnon. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 30, 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Please.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now rush. Finding Alfred Morris, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, rush. He's got it. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just...
Oh,
Halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose. As we get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Yeah, I'm going another
and how
onside.
about this one out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Morris. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yes, keep
up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side is going to be happy. The other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do? Shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. Yo.
Yo.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. He finds McKinnon complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Shift. General West. Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it to Matthews, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go.
Well, they go jet sweep here with Matthews. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
60 or.
Second down, McKinnon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite...
See, or I'll probably make one later today, so goodbye.